Welcome, everyone, to the Jams and Tea podcast, where we spin the jams and spill the tea. And, yeah, we dabbed. We did a dead meme on the first fucking podcast. This is a great start. We are here because we are five pals who like to talk about music. And so, of course, why don't we just go on the internet and talk about music? Because, you know, any schmuck with a camera can, so why not?
Struggling to think of interesting things to say about me. So I do listen to a lot of music, mainly because I don't have a life. So,
that is true for all of us.
Yeah. Do you know Taika Waititi?
Have you seen Jojo Rabbit? Have you seen that film?
He's my father, as you can probably tell by the we're related. And at every family Christmas, I tell him how terrible his movies are.
It's not like it's not like a speeding bullet to heaven kind of deal. It's just it's not an Eminem album. Bad. No, it's oh fuck no, it's not. Oh, you just made me think of the new Eminem album.
So for the
I'm so sad that Eminem album came out before we started doing this, so we could tear it.
I would have gone feral on camera. Today we discuss the discography of Eminem. I swear to God, this reminds me of a Swan song. Because when he does you're just jealous of me because you just can't do what I do, so instead of just admitting it, it is this repetitious slog of a chorus that is off, he's not hitting notes properly, he's half singing it, and it's all offbeat, it's all there's no sense of tempo, he has no sense of rhythm, and he's just you walk around and say all kinds of really mean things about me because you're a meanie because it's just because you're really jealous of me, and it's so awkward and laborious, and you're just listening to it dude, you're supposed to be one of these rap lyrical miracle fucking, you wrote Rap God, what the fuck is your problem?
I love how the Genius annotation says, the song speaks on Eminem's, Obi Trice's, Stat Quo's, and 50 Cent's experiences with love and heartbreak. Which is so funny to me because...
What?
Because obviously this song is a song about kind of bitches and hoes ain't shit. So
I was going to say, this is a bitches and hoes song through and through.
Exactly, and it's just so unbearably just... I mean, the first two lines of Obi's verse, I never would have thought that I'd see you out of control, even though my penis was deep down in your hole. That basically sums up the level of lyrical clarity, the level of lyrical insight on this.
And then there's, I used to say I never met a girl like you before, still ain't got a fucking clue as to who you truly are, almost went as far as introducing you to my daughters till you went as far as going and snooping through my drawers. Now I just feel stupid for the loop that you threw me. Can't believe I almost flew the coop for some stupid whore. You used to say all you wanted was for me to be yours. All I ever wanted from you is a few booty calls. And I'm just this is the whole verse. And I'm just this is so boring. Why am I listening to this? Let me find the specific verse that caused me to physically recede into my own skin. Because I was just thinking okay, this is clearly him playing a character, but I have finally found my line, and that is this entire first verse. I was born with a dick in my brain. Yeah, fucked in the head. My stepfather said I sucked in the bed, till one night he snuck in and said, we're going out back, I want my dick sucked in the shed. Can't we just play with Teddy Ruxpin instead? After I fuck you in the butt, get some head, bust a nut, get some rest. The next day my mother said, I don't know what the fuck's up with this kid. The bastard won't eat nothing he's fed. He just hung himself in the bedroom, he's dead. Debbie, don't let that fucker get you upset. Go in there, stick a fucking cigarette to his neck. I bet you he's faking it. I bet he probably just wants to see how upset you would get. I'll handle this, of course, unless you object. I'll go fuck his brains out if anything's left in his head. So basically it becomes the plot of The Lodge, which that's something.
Yeah, look, yeah.
I can't do it, because Encore destroyed me. And then I had to listen to Relapse and Recovery and I just had to go into those two, and I know they were like disliked. I listened to those albums at 9 o'clock in the morning. So just picture, if you will, me in my bed staring at my ceiling fan like I'm fucking Martin Sheen in Apocalypse Now as Recovery is playing, and I'm like, this is the longest album I've ever heard in my life.
You just start punching a mirror.
Malevolent.
Like the doors start playing in the background, and then they like shove me in the shower, and I do the that was what listening to the Eminem albums.
Okay.
I also listened to Bruce Springsteen. I wonder where Jake got that idea from.
It's almost like we're in constant contact with each other.
Yeah,
talking about the same things.
Yeah, what? We listen to the same music?
You listen to your own music?
There is if you guys like Bruce Springsteen, there's this great movie from a couple of years ago. You should definitely check out because it wasn't at all bad.
Philadelphia, starring Tom Hanks.
Because the actual verses I can get with, but like the chorus of just prattling, "What have I done to hell?" I can't get into.
Because Jason Isbell sounds like Eddie Vedder.
I think
Wholly derivative.
I think August is trying his best to mimic the voice, and granted, it's not easy to mimic. What have I done to hell? That was Bob Dylan.
No, I think everything you're saying is completely fair and rational, because it's just a perspective. But that said, you have absolutely no taste whatsoever, and you will not be invited to the next episode.
No, goodbye.
August is banished.
So may I get this out of the way right away?
Go for it.
Oh God. Oh God.
The Strokes released a song called "At the Door." Fiona Apple releases a song called "Under the Table." Genius releases a song called "On the Floor." So I'm wondering what song is next in the preposition, the place in the house series.
This is going.
I have brought my visual aid, my vinyl of Octahedron, not because it's my favorite record of theirs, well, it could be as far as you know, but it's the only affordable one. Morgan died. Oh no. Well, he'll come back eventually.
We'll be back.
I guess Cedric Bixler Zavala has enchanted some kind of witchcraft.
Clearly not an Octahedron
Morgan
fan.
scored for deloused and fucking kicked him.
Well, here we are.
Well,
You've denounced him in the comatorium.
Oh
Shit.
I hadn't even said a word yet.
There's not much else to say about a record like this. It will break you. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely
will not stop
ever until you are dead. Those are my thoughts on
That's fucking.
Okay, so top 3. Jesus Christ! I need to stop drinking soda before I come on here.
Stop drinking water.
What?
Oh wait, no.
You need to stop drinking water.
Hard cut to August, dehydrated, passed out on his
Dehydrated
keyboard.
in the comatorium. Yeah. Okay. One sec. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Is that Roxanne by the Police? Roxanne, you don't have to put on that red light.
All right, that's over.
Enough of that.
Did you not like my Gordon Sumner singing? Just called him by his real name. Did I kill August? Is he dead?
Directed by Luca Guadagnino.
Guadagnini?
You got close there to saying something else. I'm just.
I don't think I did.
I think you did.
I beg to differ.
I think he did as well.
Anyways, number 6 is Octahedron.
Morgan is over party.
God damn it.
Number 5. Number 5 is going to be Amputecture.
Number 5. Did you Your number 6.
Yeah, he said
Oh,
octahedron. You
Oh, shit, I'm not
fucking
paying attention.
prison island bastard.
If the Mars Volta is so good, why is there no the Mars biophilia?
Every time you say run the jewels, Jake, I can't help but think of the scene in Freddy Got Fingered, where he is on his knees to his disabled girlfriend, and she's like, "But I just wanted to suck your cock," and he's like, "But I got you jewels."
Would you like my jewels?
But I just wanted to suck your cock.
What a classic film. Oh, Morgan left. Morgan decided to leave. Morgan has abandoned ship.
And I just got to their final studio release, which is their most famous album, The Ape of Naples.
The
and I
what
finally
now?
listened. The Ape of Naples.
The Ape of Naples.
The Nape of
Yeah.
Monkey, Italy.
Surprised that you haven't heard of it before. It's very much rimcore, like it's
What core?
Like rate your music core though.
Oh.
Okay, Rimcore sounded like something completely
yeah.
different.
I realized as soon as I said it out loud that
buddy.
term that I've been using in my head for so long actually sounds like really dodgy.
It was just like,
Yeah, I was about to say.
Rimcore,
It was like-
that's an interesting...
Rimcore.
Like, listen, that does sound like something I would be familiar with, but
Hey guys, I like
Familiar
Yeah,
with
yeah.
butt?
Eminem's music to eat ass by.
He has many projects under his other band names, which is the Devin Townsend Project, the Devin Townsend Band, Devin Townsend, Casualties of
fucking
Cool,
Devin Townsend fiasco or whatever.
the Devin Townsend Incident of 2013.
The Devin Townsend moment.
Devin Townsend Annual Jamboree.
Point is, I really love Devin's singing is just so beautiful. He's got this voice that is just creamy. It melts.
That's a good way to put it.
Until it explodes, often in the
Until it
same song.
explodes.
Then it makes the skin on your flesh melt.
And it is something where I really like a lot of the instrumental hooks on this album. A lot of Devin's choruses on this album are like on E-Ah as a particular note of like this really catchy, fantastic chorus. E-Ah, E-Ah, Ah!
August, do you have a small jet engine in your room?
No, it's
August said my room goes brrr.
It does.
Oh, I listened to Devin Townsend's Ocean Machine,
Of course you did.
his best album,
Fucking surprise.
and also I think that was such disdain. God
what
damn,
a
man!
surprise!
What the fuck? But that currently is at the absolute top of my list for favorite albums of all time right now.
Really?
So unexpected, but I came at that album and just really appreciated it again. Oh Jesus, Morgan! What did I?
I've just never seen Tyler be that animated. He just looked at the camera like,
Looking like Uncle Ruckus from the
Yeah.
Boondocks.
I was about to quote Uncle Ruckus, and I decided against it. Bad. It's a bad move.
I wanted more hit to it. I wanted a chorus that had a bit more bite.
I mean, like Mike's last verse is really good.
Yeah,
Yes,
I like
it is.
Mike's last verse a lot.
Counterpoint. No.
Morgan, please debate me.
I actually have to go
Guess
get
not your
dinner.
facts, not your feelings.
Pussy.
I will say.
So we've spent a while talking about how much
Yeah.
we love this album. In true Jansen T tradition, I expect August to now come in and say how it's awful.
Look, can I actually go next?
One
Sure.
sec.
Please go next, Morgan.
I have a
please.
brief thing I need to address. So, did
Go.
you guys happen to see a guy who looked almost identical to me, but he was wearing like a black hat? Because
Jesus fucking Christ.
This guy broke into my house and he stole my clothes. That's why I'm wearing this. He broke into my house, stole my clothes, just whipped out
Holy
a quesadilla.
mountain hat wearing motherfucker.
He just started eating this quesadilla in front of me while I was tied up on the floor. And it was the worst. I just had...
Has someone muted him? This is beautiful. I have chosen to believe that God himself muted your audio connection to us because that was the dumbest bit I have ever in my entire life. I have no words. That is so stupid. It loops back around into being genius. Other than that, I've been listening to songs by the Twilight Sad.
Oh.
And
did you just do the Antonio Banderas gif?
No, I did half of it. Like,
it was so perfect.
Murder Ballads is comfortably mid-tier Nick Cave for me, and it's still like a strong 8.
you're a comfortably mid-tier person.
Oh! I gave it a strong 8, you cunt.
Sorry, that was actually, as I was saying that, I realized that was a bit too mean.
Mid-tier.
I mean,
mid-tier
I
Nick
gave it
Cave
a
is
light
still good.
9. Are you gonna shit on me for it? That's not even far away from what
You
we're
didn't give it a
doing.
15 out of 48, you nerd.
Well, joke's on you. I haven't heard it in full.
15 out of 48. Is that a Tool time signature?
Pushes up glasses. It's actually a 94 out of 100.
August has a ukulele now.
It has a breakdown, an accordion breakdown, about halfway through.
Yeah.
And it's I already said this on Twitter, but the exact comparison for that is 2009 Modest Mouse. Like,
The exact comparison is 2001's A Space Odyssey, evidently.
yeah,
What?
like
Yeah.
Fuck?
What are you talking about?
What does that mean?
I'm tired. Okay.
I
I
was
don't
trying
like the
to-
record. It doesn't reference Kurt Vonnegut enough.
Hey, just because I use them as a point of reference a lot.
There's no
Right.
Pat the Bunny on this. I don't
one
understand.
other. I'll
Where's
wrap up
Frank
now.
Turner?
That's a valid critique of my critique, so I'll take it.
Our recommended listening record club record for next weekend is the Mountain Goats Tallahassee. So if you haven't heard that record,
That album probably sucks.
It's a beloved record, so it shouldn't really be like take much pushing to check it out if you haven't, because it's a great album that is beloved by many people, deservedly so. And we're going to talk about what makes it
Losers.
so great next weekend. We are also going to discuss 2 new releases next week, which are Haim's new record, Women in Music Part 3, and Lamb of God's new self-titled record as well. So we'll have a nice variety in next week's episode.
2 genders. I, again, formally apologize.
Don't. Please. Never.
I identify as John Darnielle.
Morgan's back
Oh, I wasn't paying
with the
attention.
dog.
I wasn't paying attention to you.
I guess he's gonna hang out for a little bit.
Jasper! Hi, Jasper.
But yeah,
Hi,
this
doggy.
is just one of the
Oh,
best
hi,
albums.
doggy.
Shut up!
You were saying it's one of the best albums of all time, Morgan.
Yes, I was,
My
because it
favorite
is.
Customer.
And it's just such an immense achievement of a record, and I love it dearly. And that pretty much concludes my thoughts. Although
Morgan,
I,
Morgan,
I will say-
you're an immense achievement, and I love you dearly.
oh, thank you. Right back at you, King. Although I will say the only in-depth thought that I really have is that, dude, what is your deal?
Yeah, I have that thought when I listen to it as well.
Yeah.
Dude, Jonathan, what is your deal? How you so talented?
when you lead with a single like "Look What You Make Me Do," and then you release an album full of really, really generic pop ballads, you have missed the point of your own work.
Look What You Made Me Do is kind of like the antithesis of music.
I agree.
I will get back to that song later, because overall, I felt like the album was going for the big, sassy, look at me, I'm a mean bitch kind of tone. It just never hits it. If I described the Farrah Abraham album like trying to build a house with a cucumber when the cucumber is EDM, this is like trying to build a house with the cucumber when your cucumber is generic pop music.
Big reputation. Big reputation.
Big reputation.
Ooh, you and me, you
Big
know,
reputation.
Please.
And
heard about me.
water, hot shower.
And this is obviously, this is from California group Haim. I'm disappointed in their mother, chiefly that one of them was not named Anna.
Oh, very good. Very good.
I did notice a little connection with this album. It's about a romance falling apart, and the front cover features spoons. So I think Saoirse knows what I'm aiding to.
Jesus Christ.
He's gone.
He's flying to Nebraska to kill August.
I hope some. Is that his?
He's
college
listening
right
to
now?
No Children right now.
He's just
Oh my
also
God.
there and just
I
sees him
hope you
walking down the
die.
hall angrily, and he's like, "What's up, Tyler?" And he's just like, "Freaking."
Jesus, I just compared this album to The Room.
He's gonna come in and break a vinyl in half and slit your throat with it.
Oh my God, I hope.
Look at him ominously looming in the door.
Yeah. Hey, he's at the door. His favorite Strokes song.
A position on the place in the house type beat.
Oh my God.
That's a thumbnail. That's it right there.
Oh,
Oh.
we've really been on a journey this evening.
The correct answers were James Hetfield, Jason
Yeah.
Newsted, Lars Ulrich, Dave Mustaine, Kirk Hammett, Cliff Burton, Robert Trujillo, Bob Rock, and Ron McGovney.
Imagine being in a rock band and calling yourself John Rock.
On
Precisely.
McGovney.
Um,
What a Republican ass name. Hi, I'm Ron McGovney. I'm running for sheriff. It's not a real person.
which seminal hip hop album was released on September 11th, 2001?
I mean, I know the Ben Folds album was released on that day.
Nickelback.
I know that Ben Folds rocking the suburbs.
That's what I
was.
just said. That's what I just said.
I
This-
can't hear you.
Well,
This is
we can
one
hear
of the
you.
most canonical, beloved, and critically
Right.
acclaimed hip hop albums of the last 20 years.
Okay, interesting.
I wonder.
It's a significant album for hip hop.
I'm sure it. Oh, is it the self-titled Gorillaz album? I don't know. I'd
What?
ignore
It
me.
is
I
not-
know they get rappers on their songs.
White
it is
people
not.
be like,
Um, look,
Yeah, I am a white person. My knowledge of hip hop is growing, but not what
I
I
have
would
to
call.
take that as your
Yeah.
answer, Saoirse, and it's not that.
That's fine. I don't care. That's fine.
August, do you want to have a go?
Is it the Blueprint?
It is The Blueprint by
I
Jay
was
Z.
gonna
Yes.
say that. Yay.
Oh,
I am also a smart man.
I wouldn't have said that.
Name 3 Japanese bands.
No.
Hey, I could at least name 2.
Yeah, it's
Holy
no one get.
What is the last song that Freddie Mercury ever recorded?
Oh. It's gonna be something poetically ironic.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm
You
really
alright there,
strong
Tyler?
on mid career Queen, less on late career Queen.
It's okay, you're not the only one.
When
Yeah.
Morgan said it's going to be something poetically ironic, my first thought was
Please tell us. Please tell us, Tyler.
Please tell us, Tyler.
it's stupid. It's not even funny. My first thought was, do they have a song?
I don't like. I don't like where this is going.
I do. Please,
Say
Tyler. I need to know.
No, it's
Say
probably, your imagination is probably even funnier. I was just going to say, do they have a song called "I'm Dying"?
All right, is it We Are the Champions?
No.
I don't know. The only one that is like super late career that's coming to my mind, which I
Streets
doubt
of
is correct,
Philadelphia.
is
Oh, I hope you enjoy hell.
Saoirse left. Wow. Made in Heaven.
That is the album that it's on, but that is not the song.
Shit. I knew that would be the album it was on.
It's a very good guess, though.
Did Saoirse
Go
give
ahead,
up the
Jake.
question?
I get, yeah.
Yeah.
Jake, do you know?
Yeah, this is one for Jake then.
Mother Love.
That is correct.
The
Okay.
Lonely Island song?
No.
No, not at all.
Matter of fact.
Well, actually, I mean, if you look at the lyrics to Mother Love, it is kind of poetically ironic. But
What, it's about incest.
as Morgan said, I hope you enjoy hell.
I love folk punk.
It has been 8 years since the last Fiona Apple album. 7 years
What the fuck?
since the last Strokes record. And 22 years since the last Hum record. And all of these tracks feature Preposition, the
Oh my
place in the
God.
house, with In the Den now joining the legendary saga.
It's a bit.
I thought that meme was dead. I thought that meme was dead. We killed it.
We
will
brought
never
that
die.
meme into this world, and so help me God, we'll take it out of it.
Ugh.
Well, you're going to have to do that on your own, because I will search for it in every place possible.
I hope you do.
I
Oh,
did not
this
Do
Session's
liturgy and
been
play some Majora's
one-
Mask and get fucking baked.
can't imagine how much worse this album would be stoned. It's like it would never end.
You know what? Sorry, one other. I'm not going to go into this. I'm just going to mention it very briefly, and I'm going to think about it. But another aesthetic comparison that's coming to mind for me in terms of like challenging what's conventionally aesthetically pretty is Miami Vice by Michael Mann.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew you would say that.
I don't hate the comparison, even though I don't like that movie and I do
You're
love
not-
this album. It's
You're
not,
not
a bad
wrong, and I
album.
No,
hate it.
it's a perfect comparison.
It is.
Because both suck.
If there's one thing
Do
I've
come
noticed
again.
about the gecs, it is that they are just the go-to lazy comparison for albums that are a bit weird on regular
Here.
music.
Does this album have an electronic in it? It's like 100 gecs.
But they're the new
That's-
Death Grips. They're what Death Grips were in fucking 2013.
Oh Jesus! I'm not listening to that. Not
Anyway,
Does this-
yeah, that's
Does this
it.
album Is Our Music? 100 Gek.
I do have more specific complaints here, mainly with the production. Microcosm here being the tinny synths on Soul Control are annoying as hell, and the album has fucking moments like this everywhere. Let me finish.
This motherfucker said tinny synths on this album.
This album sounds cheap and plasticky and gimmicky as fuck.
Fine,
Please
take it back
do
over.
begin. But I'm just gonna go to
No.
the toilet really quickly. But
I
please do
will.
begin.
Yeah. Let's make fun of Tyler while he's gone.
Oh god, what a fucking loser.
What a fucking loser.
Like this
Jesse
bleepy bloop ass shit.
He likes dance music.
He likes to dance and have
like
fun.
autocorrect.
What a
Now you
I'm
see,
glad-
guys, this album's very eclectic. It's got all these eclectic sounds across it.
The best part about that was that your accent was so awful, except for on the word eclectic, which it was perfect for.
The real question is, any of this staying in?
This is a very eclectic album. Very fun. It's got so many moving parts that, and I just it's so
I don't
eclectic.
really like the band Tiny.
We'll
It's
take
the
a
band Tiny
live
moving
album.
parts, you know.
Now you see, I think of this more as a collection of ideas than a record.
Yes, this week I listened to a 4-hour-long live Ortega album.
I hope I edit this because I'm not going to cut a single moment of it out. August, keep going like you were going.
He won't
What's
either.
your pleasure?
Starts out with the no pressure intro, and it moves into Hit My Line, which are the two best songs on the record, and then it proceeds to fall apart and become shit.
Yep.
Even the no pressure intro has a line "Underground like Harriet," which is just as a fellow white person, why did you do this?
Like, there are fleeting moments of vaguely interesting things in the first half of the record, but the second half of the record is a fucking wasteland of anything remarkable.
A desert without a tumbleweed.
The song Dad Bod,
Fuck
I
off.
suspect that's going to be the one that's like least favorite if it's not perfect for most
Ooh,
people.
do I have thoughts about Dad Bod?
Like, it has an irritating hook, and by the time he's rapping about wiping his ass to make the point that he hates rapping about his everyday life, it's pretty safe to write him off entirely. Like, the dude manages to sound unhappy with his life as a rapper and as a parent, and it's really sad to hear. Like, it just makes me feel for him. Or like you know, I wish that he had some kind of sense of fulfillment in this life, because this record is the document of a bitter man.
Just like his last record in that respect, honestly. My advice, man, go see a fucking therapist. Seriously.
Yeah, he's totally the kind of dude who like, I mean, no wonder he got his fucking wife divorced him. He's totally the kind of dude who his wife would be like, you need to stop unloading your shit on me. You need to see a therapist. And he'd be like, nah, you don't understand me. Like, you don't care about me. Like, fuck.
I'm going to revise my statement about buying Morgan a drink if I'm in Kentucky. We are going to bring Tyler, and I'm going to buy a round.
Yeah, that sounds best.
No wonder it's fucking left.
Like, in the words of 100 gecs, I need help immediately.